Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are having part 5 of the Eastern Roman Empire campaign in Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion Remastered. And I think at least in this episode our goal is to conquer Rome, but we are not going to do it just yet. And at the same time we should try to deal as much damage to the Sassanids as possible. And as you can see, our financial situation is a bit on the weaker side. For the moment at least. So let's see how we will fare. Well, at least Caralis should be actually ready to fall. And I think with this troop composition we should be able to take the city right away. And I'm wondering if I should send this army to Spain next, so that I would be able to flank the Western Roman Empire. There should be rather lucrative cities to loot there as well. And I think the defenses there should be quite weak. It's a rather large city. I think we will just take the gates down first. And let's see then what we will do. Of course, getting a couple of hits on that bodyguard would be nice, but that might not be realistic. Of course, if those Foderati infantries happen to come nicely there, we could be able to slaughter at least some of them. That's nice. Then again, if we manage to make a hole in the wall, we might be able to get those ballistas in. And of course these guys could be able to take down those Foderati infantries a bit more efficiently. Okay, nice. But the crossbows are not doing as well as they should, to be honest. And let's see if we are able to flank them. Let's make sure that we have all the units inside. Okay, and the battle is about to begin, and a cavalry charge to the back should be quite efficient. And then again, if these guys could be of service... Okay, they are breaking. Nice. And apparently we cannot bring these in, even if we manage to break the wall. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's try to bring these as close as possible, and let's see if we can actually do something worthwhile with these. Then again, if I'm shooting a bit more of those walls, I just have to repair them. So I guess the tactics would be such that that we need to engage the enemy general, and I think this side will suffice. Of course, those Bucellari will be helpful there, but this cavalry contingent here needs to move behind the enemy and engage those archers. Okay, they are moving out. That's actually some decent enough news. Especially if we could start firing at that general. Oh. So much for those good news. Then again, this might present an opportunity to move against those archers and take them down. At least to do some damage to them. And actually, it seems this cavalry unit is taking surprisingly a lot of damage. And I guess it's time to withdraw from that battle before they break. Okay, I think we are about to have a battle here. And then it's time to bring these cavalry units. At least those archers. Okay, excellent. So, if we could just break those guys, that would be just great. And actually, if we could just break both of them, it would be even better. Okay, nice. Rather clean victory, even though there were some moments of doubt, at least on my side. And sacking Caralis should give us some denarii to spend. Well, not too much, but a little is better than nothing. And of course it seems we need to wait with our conquest of Spain, because our fleet is rather limited here. And let's see if we could find some barbarian tribes willing to pay for map information. And then maybe we should try to go to liberate Sidon. At least soonish. And we actually have a governor here. I think we will try to starve those guys out. And here I think Hermitage will be a good building when we have the chance to actually build something. And perhaps here this large temple of Sol Invictus. And we have a turn. Oh, and let's make sure that Caralis won't be rebelling anytime soon. Okay, it seems that fort is once again becoming besieged. And with some luck we don't need to drive this army away, they will do it by themselves. And I guess we will focus on defending the city center. And we have a couple of units that can actually do something, but I think the towers here will have the main role to play. Unfortunately only stone walls, but at least they are better than wooden walls. Burning that siege tower would be nice, because then I think we could retain this tower, but apparently that won't be the case. But fortunately the enemy will have to go a rather long way, or rather under quite a few of our towers, so they should be taking quite heavy damage before reaching the city center. There won't be too many desert archers left when they can reach us. This actually is my preferred way to deal with those barbarians. Or barbarian hordes. Of course, it adds some semblance of security if we can keep them I guess that's Danube River, where we have the forts and 2 armies. But yeah, it's nice to keep them practically out of our area, but with this kind of defensive battles we would be able to inflict quite heavy casualties on them and practically pretty soon wipe them out altogether. So, we are having some nomad archers, and now comes the real test with those clippinaries. Excellent. I guess those mountain slingers will be quite difficult to catch. Well, then not. So we still have some camels to face, perhaps. No, Levi spearmen. Okay. And some mountain slingers. I guess they won't be coming back anymore. And of course, if I charge those with the general, they will just get killed. So I think it's better to use these Limitane. And of course, after the siege of this city is lifted, I think our financial situation will improve, at least somewhat. Okay. Oh. So that actually went quite well. One Sassanid army taken down. And hopefully financial situation improved. Well, it brings about 2,000 as money. Okay, so you can become protectorate, and maybe they would be willing to pay at least something.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Okay, not then. And it seems the Huns are making a comeback. Another defensive battle. I think we should be able to rather easily keep those Western Roman troops out of here. Especially since we have rather good quality troops ourselves. And I think there is large stone wall here. That zapping point is not nice, but fortunately only one siege tower. And our defenses are on this side of the map. Oh, but this street goes almost directly from here, so that's not a good thing. But burning that tower would be really nice, because then all of the enemies would need to come there, and they wouldn't capture any of our towers, but
Pray to the gods that Roman courage will win the day.
as it goes, we need to lose this gateway. By the way, quite a lot of cavalry. Fortunately only for the Rati cavalry, so shouldn't be too difficult to deal with them.
Look to the inner defenses. The walls have fallen to the enemy. The gods have abandoned us. The walls are collapsing. The enemy have dug beneath them.
And let's hope that at least some of these units decide to go around here. Well, some nice amount of casualties already inflicted. And at least some of these guys are very tired already, so I guess they won't be putting up too much of a fight here. Then again, some of them are quite fresh. That was actually quite neat a kill.
But in battle, it's beyond belief. Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a...
And let's make sure that this army, or at least most of it, gets killed. So we not have to deal with them later. And I think that's quite a blow to the Western Roman Empire. They won't be having too many survivors. And let's make sure that we don't get into the range of those towers. So I guess we will let those archers to get shot at least somewhat more, and then we can finish the battle. Excellent. And not too many casualties, hopefully a man of an hour, that would be nice. And another question is, should we start pushing towards Germania or Gallia with the garrisons of Mediolanum and Ravenna? Okay, so much for that fleet. And finally we are starting to make some money again. Huns have arrived here. Basically it means that we need to reinforce this city here. What kind of, we have only stone walls there. Maybe we could send these troops to reinforce Sirmium. That's quite a small army, so it shouldn't be too much of a threat. And I think a governor in Sinope would be a good thing. Apparently, we are not going to attack those, and Sidon does need some improvements to public order. I think we will just go around then. And Governor's Palace there. 5 turns. 7 turns. And now the question is, should we send these guys or some of them towards the, for example, Augusta Vindelicorum? One peasant unit general. I think we will be sending at least some of the units from here to capture Augusta Vindelicorum. So our target is to hold 34 settlements, and we will soon have all of these for named settlements. And at the moment we have 27 regions, so 7 more. And I think we have a turn. And Hatra is likely to get besieged. Let's see if we can take out that army. Four turns. Almost a certainty. But still I don't dare. Because there are those Clipinary immortals. So I guess we have to just be patient with the city. But here, I think... Let's see. Well, that won't do too much good. I think we could make a bireme and try to get this army somewhere where it could be of service. And here... Okay, so much for attacking that. So I guess I just have to wait for a while. Okay, we would have some additional troops available there, but let's bring those Eastern Archers instead. Okay, the siege of that fort has been lifted. Legiolankiari unit should be retrained. Actually, that army is quite battered. So let's make those guys in order to keep public order up. And then maybe we could bring some troops from this army to reinforce that one. And we have a turn. Okay, so let's see what the Huns will do. I considered manning that bridge, but I don't think we have enough missile weapons to hold back the hordes there. Fortunately, we were able to reinforce the garrison here, and I think we can raise taxes. That, by the way, is quite a lot of influence there. And let's take the cavalry with us, and next turn I think we should be able to land. And of course here is one city that makes an excellent target. So maybe we should move against it. And it seems that army has passed Hatra, so maybe Antioch or Sidon are the new targets. Three more turns. And Sidon is growing, not good, because we need to find that 6,500 from somewhere. So Antioch is besieged, and let's hope those Huns keep away from us. And that's actually good that we have another family member there. This army shouldn't be too difficult to beat. And we have another family member in Caesarea. I think he could go to Tarsus for starters, but at some point we are going to need him in the front. And it's actually interesting that we are unable to move out from the harbor there. And I guess the siege of Antioch is costing us some 4,000 denarii per turn. And it seems Alexandria has reached some semblance of balance. Maybe we should get rid of these. So that's at least some relief for the treasury. And we have this other family member. Okay, he's in Antioch. So, we once again have a turn, Antioch and Ravenna. And let's see what those Huns are up to. I think we can slow them down a bit by taking that fort once again, if they decide to move against us. 2 family members, rather weak infantry but strong missile cavalry. We don't actually have that many missile units. And basically I think those eastern archers need to stay on back. Perhaps these guys can be brought a bit more to the front. And Legiola and Caralis will form the first line of defense there. Supported by the rest of the legionaries. And then we have some horse archers, which hopefully can help us. And let's see if we could offer some help to the defenders by taking down the horse archers there. And actually it seems these horsemen are trying to come to this side. Okay, they're routing. Then let's go to help out against those. And it seems the enemy is coming across. And perhaps actually a couple of these horse archer units could come to this side to take care of those. And it seems some of the legionaries are starting to run away. And let's hope that our general doesn't get himself killed. Okay, and it seems the enemies are starting to withdraw. So perhaps some additional firepower from missile cavalry would be quite nice here.
The enemy king runs from the battle. Will his men follow? Or have they more backbone? The enemy king lies dead at your feet. Now is the time to strike hard at his grieving subjects. The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Okay, so not too many enemies got away. But we still need to... Well, maybe we can hold against one additional enemy army, especially with hiring some mercenaries. But overall, I don't think this army alone can stop the Vandals if they continue pushing. Once again, let's hope that the enemy's entry point is favorable for us. So one siege tower No sapping point and a battering ram. It might be possible to hold the walls, but I think we will just hold the city center. Especially since, okay, so they can come from there. So actually their entry point is quite good. And are these actually epic wall here? Or is this? Because the siege tower is taking damage. And thus I guess this is an epic wall. And because it is, the towers will be quite murderous. So let's just hope that the enemies will come to the range of those towers. I'm afraid that most of them will go directly that way. Okay, there are a few brave souls, so I don't think we need to worry about that Limitane unit. Or maybe we do need. So as you can see, those large stone walls are actually better because there are 4 kind of murder holes per tower. Oh, there are also 4. But at least the rate of fire is quite a bit better with the arrow towers. And of course those epic towers are quite nice against heavily armored opponents. For example, generals, bodyguards and so on. But against weaker opponents, they are not that good. Does the enemy have some archers somewhere? Yes, they have. Fortunately, they decided to come to join the melee. And let's see if we could inflict some more casualties, so that the army couldn't come back. But perhaps that's going to be enough. But that whole army was not defeated, so it can still cause some mischief here in Italian area. Okay, another Western Roman army approaching. And we still have a deficit. Okay, So it might be that this city comes under enemy attack rather soon. Some extra resources would be nice. But I think we will continue from here next time, so thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That will help a great deal, and turn on the notifications so you will be informed whenever a new video is released. And I think I will add to the video description a link to information about historical Comitatences, so if you want to check that out, you can find the link from the description. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.